Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. There we go.
Hello.
So, this week we're going to talk all about a lovely, is it Spanish?
Yep.
Lovely Spanish festival called Benicåssim. Don't know if you've been. I've never been. They've been a few times now. Have you been? You went on this one. That's why you're here.
I went in 2016 as well.
Oh, when the mighty kebab was had. Rob said that was like the best kebab of his life.
The best kebab I'd ever had.
What, at the festival?
Yeah, man. Me and Polton had this chicken kebab, and it was absolutely peng. And maybe the one in Amsterdam from Pizza King beats it, but
I don't anymore. It's closed.
No, that's true. But they didn't have the kebab at Benny either, so I guess both kebabs are now banished into the ether.
R.I.P.
That's just rude. Good kebabs never die, in my opinion.
Well, they live on in the stories we tell, don't
Exactly.
They live on with the stories we tell of them 6 years, down the line. 7 years down the line.
So before we get cracking and getting granular, how are we all doing? You had a nice week? You had a good
it's been fantastic.
good time?
Fantastic.
Has it? You said that with such conviction.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We've all had a week, that's for sure.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
It's been fun.
How are you?
I'm all right. I've got a model airplane to make.
Yeah. I've got a Lego McLaren to make, actually.
Oh, mine's like a proper Airfix one.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I saw on your
F2A
story.
Lightning.
Maybe we could do like a crafts.
What now?
20
That's a
minutes.
crafts night.
Yeah, like
It's
while we
going
do
to take
this.
longer than 20 minutes to make an Airfix airplane.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about how long it's going to take me to make my McLaren, then I can fuck off and I'm
Oh,
not
is it
obliged
Duplo?
to stay for 4 hours. It's just a tiny one. It's just there.
Oh, yeah. That is a little. So, Ben, how have you been?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah.
Been up to all?
Ben's upset.
What?
Just acknowledge it. Ben's upset because I threw away his 3 cans of neck oil.
Honestly, between that and Linus being dethroned, like what? What is going on? Yeah.
We're not. Me and Dan are store enough shit here.
I'll
right?
tell you what.
He has to put up
review.
with enough of
No,
my
let's
shit,
review.
and we both have to put up with enough of Jake's
Right.
shit.
Oh
Never
my
mind 3 of your cans of beer.
How
What
long
do
have
you
they
mean
been
3?
here?
There was a full crate.
No,
Also 4.
there was 6.
Oh, yeah,
Jeez, how much?
There was 6 to begin with.
Just imagine if you'd gone to the shop to back cost of living crisis,
Yeah.
hashtag,
Because he lives.
because he lives. Imagine going to the shop and purchasing a product,
Yeah.
thinking, oh, I'm going to enjoy this product. You then go to the venue
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I don't need the product anymore. I'll save that for like later.
Yeah.
And then I come back.
But did you save
not
it for
3
later?
weeks
Like,
hence.
if I'd have bought that product in a bar and thought I'll come back for that in a week, they'd have fucked it off.
so that's different because
So let me-
it's not a supermarket, is it? It's a
let
bar.
me shed my
That was
bit of
this.
light on it. So
Shine
you know
some
what?
light on it.
We live pretty good here, but we don't
Yeah.
have a very big refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can go
Now
in the
our
cupboard
fantastic
then.
sponsor, Y Food, not for the podcast.
Sadly.
Fingers crossed on that one. Send us loads of Y Food,
Yeah.
and we want to have them cold.
Yeah, of
Jake
course you
likes
do.
having them cold. So guess what? The little fridge, it gets filled up. We got a big Hello Fresh delivery. Fridge is full. Guess what? We don't have space for 3 cans of beer that neither of us like.
Yeah.
And
They can
then,
go in the cupboard.
and
They can
they
go
can
in the
go in a
cupboard.
cupboard. Where they go in your fucking cupboard at home? There's beers here that you left here from New Year's Bastard in Eve. And it's
You-
the same pretentious beer, right, that neither of us drink.
Necco's not too pretentious, it's a mainstream
It's
IPA.
shit.
It's, either
but-
way, it's wank.
Imagine, I put it to the comments. Put it to the comments.
Okay.
If you
Put it to the
if you
comments.
hosted me at a party
Yeah.
and you got first of all, I had a cracking time, and then the day after,
Thank
like,
you.
oh, Ben's left me with 3 cans of a nondescript IPA. You'd be
No.
Wait, when did
over
this
the
happen? When
moon.
did you leave him?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
man. It's
and-
August.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't New Year's Eve.
No,
It
that was
recent.
the other lot, wasn't it?
It was within the
like
last 10 days.
Was it
Oh,
not last
right.
weekend?
Well, that
I think there
changes
should
it.
be like a 4-week cut-off.
You didn't say anything to us, right? First
well,
of all.
Alan, no,
None of us
13
like
years,
him.
mate. It should just be. Shouldn't have to say a word.
Well, do you know what? We ain't your fucking storage unit here, all right? Okay?
Well, that's me taught, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
it
me
is.
taught. Next time you want to store something,
If you want to go down and get some pretentious beers, take the company card. You're at the podcast. You're doing some work. Wait, you run downstairs with the card and buy yourself.
Can we pause it and I'll get. Hang on, hold on. I'll be right back.
Right, so obviously this is Ben's
Do you want a
first.
4 Loco?
Just jump the fuck in, why don't you?
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
You don't, surely.
yeah. If it's going.
Okay.
Are you driving, Ben?
No, I've got a
Right.
mic.
So while Rob's getting that, this is Ben's first podcast. Everyone say
Second.
hello, Ben. Is it?
Yeah, I did the last Benny one.
No.
No, actually, I've done like 3
Yeah,
now.
but I meant since I've taken over.
All right. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hello. It's my
Right.
fault.
So we've got a few rules on this podcast. The main one is stop banging on the
Yeah, I
fucking
know. I've done
table.
it 3 times.
Jesus.
Notice it.
Rattling the cameras.
Sorry.
Poor people at home don't know what's going on. Poor people listening definitely don't know what's going on. Bastard. And I don't know the rest of
A
the rules.
good one,
so,
please.
You know, that was another rule. I've just remembered it this second.
What?
Stop telling my audience what to do.
What have I told them to do?
Comment shit. We don't do that. Well, we can.
Well,
we
it
do
was
sometimes.
more like a rhetorical thank you, mate.
Yeah.
No worries.
Well, don't rhetorical thank you, mate.
God,
Them.
you're going
please.
to crash your bike on my own bed. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, Ben rode his rubbish little bike here today.
It's a good bike. It's got 2
it's-
wheels and 2 handlebars, and that's all I need.
Is it electric?
Yeah.
No, is it egg?
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, I'm
Some-
surprised it's not.
some
I
man's bike.
had you pegged as an electric one.
I bet
There's
you'd
a
like
really
to
big,
have Pegasus.
there's a really big spider web over there, you know.
Well, go and clean it up.
That's not spider web, it's such as cobweb.
See it, say it sorted, Mary.
It's the same thing.
That's why people
Very
subscribe to the podcast, and it's like, oh, what's spider
Just
web
about
over
spider
there?
webs, isn't it?
I'm just
Yeah.
surprised.
Well, we had a great reception off the podcast last week, which was us just basically having a chat. Like,
They're so
what
much
you
better.
want, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah.
more enjoyable to do
See,
as well.
I want the half and half. I like the granular. I like people to know what's going on. The bits behind the scenes that they don't get to see. But I also, something moved, scared me. They also like the chat. So I
It
want
gets
the
kind of boring
half
for
and
me. Just because I'm the editor. So, like, I've got to go to the festival. Woe is me.
It's a hard
Then
life, isn't it?
edit it. So I've experienced it twice. And then sit down and
yeah,
talk about it.
I get that.
And it's like, I'm so fatigued. with-
Somebody left a comment that was a really good point. Like, if you've got bits that you think are quite funny but aren't making it into the main vlog, like, make a little note for me.
No, they're all on the Patreon.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh, and then I was
the
going to say
first-
we can
in
talk
the
about
first
them.
pass
But
I
edit.
think
Fair.
that is a good idea as well. I
Behind
saw
the
that comment.
scenes,
Yeah.
the cutting room floor.
yeah, that's the one.
But what does that
BTS.
look like from a workflow perspective?
Them singing like "Hello."
Or even when we're
my
at the
name. I don't know
festival,
what songs they do.
we could write things in our notes and then
But
share
instead of
them all.
writing it in your notes, just film it and it'll go on main channel.
Yeah, instead of making content for the main channel, if we all just
Right
write
on
down what we've done.
Why don't we just upload notes?
Yeah.
We'll just be a Twitter.
No, but some things we know will never make
an
it.
X.
in.
Sorry.
Actually.
Thank
An
you.
X.
Blogs are still a thing, aren't they?
Blogs.
Yeah,
I guess so.
maybe.
Who does a blog though?
TPD blog
What would it be about?
festivals.
Yeah, but what about the festivals?
No one
Stuff
reads
for-
blogs. I refuse to believe anyone's reading a blog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
I think boomers might.
I reckon people who post a pumpkin spice latte on the Instagram definitely read blogs.
Yeah, like people who write blogs read them.
Do you know what? Do you know what's an issue with? It's actually not about blogs. When you're looking for a recipe online and the author of the recipe does like War and Peace before getting to the little recipe card at the bottom.
Yeah.
You guys won't understand because you don't cook.
I have done it in
That's the
the
man
past.
who's not cooked in, well, a very
Probably
long time.
since uni.
Yeah,
Guess what? We're sat at the same table. Eh?
absolutely, man. I've made my meal. Where's
So
yours?
instead of cooking, I just drank your 3 beers.
Is it classed as cooking, preparing noodles? Because I'd say probably
I
yeah.
mean, warming up.
Well, no, because you're adding an ingredient to it.
I'm adding an
Okay,
ingredient.
true. All right, fine.
Combining 2 existing ingredients. And then
Using
adding a
energy
tertiary
to
ingredient.
change the
Can
meal.
we just talk about this all podcast?
This is the podcast.
This
mate.
is great.
Yeah, just random.
Fantastic.
Let's
shite.
have 10 minutes of Benicåssim talk.
Yeah.
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 Tell me all about it because I didn't go. I want to know what you've done, where you've been. Just yeah, I want
All right.
it all.
I'll start. Flight were delayed,
Oh, good start.
but that meant we got to go to the airport lounge. I'd just got a KFC and then realised there was a free buffet full of food in the airport lounge. So I
Just
took
still scan
my,
off buffets.
I had my popcorn chicken in the lounge, then went up and got other things.
You're
Like-
Did
doing.
you get like champagne and stuff?
yeah, they had like a full circular
Oh, yeah,
like
they
bar, champagne, every spirit you could think of. They even had the ingredients to make a Bloody Mary as well.
Wow.
It was really well stocked on it.
When you say add the ingredients, was just tomato juice and vodka.
I was going to say we had Bloody
What else
Mary
is in a
stood
Bloody-
next
no,
to us, didn't
Tabasco,
we?
Tabasco.
a bit of spicy sauce.
Salt.
You're missing a key point there
Cucumber.
as well, where we found out the flight was delayed or whatever. And I don't know if it was you were like, we're on about getting food. I'll go to KFC. And then one by one, the lads are just like, I can't be out. Mary, hurry up. And it's
Yeah.
like, we just
I'm chasing
5
behind them
seconds
with my
ago
bag, trying to open my
decided
sachet
to
of
get
mayo.
it.
You surprised me, Ben. Impatience, it's
Yeah, I
surprising
should
it
know.
happens
I should know
on this
by
channel.
now, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
really happy that we had a delay
Yeah, it was
because
great.
I got loads of shit done that I was behind on. Not
Like
even
what?
behind. I just got further ahead.
Like what?
Just editing and stuff.
Oh, fair.
I finished the transmit video minus the Scottish voiceover at the start. That's when I messaged you and asked you, will you do me it? Because I tried to do it in the airport.
That was such a good Scottish accent. That was so spot on.
It was fucking atrocious.
Says you, do yours.
I'm amazed nobody's fucking commented on that and said, what the fuck is that shit? But
well, that's a testament to how good it was.
But I guess, do you know what? I guess maybe it is. But I started doing the voiceover in the airport lounge, and then the guy sat next to us was Scottish. And then a viewer came over and recognised us, didn't he?
Yeah. He was nice.
And he was really nice. Yeah, and he was like, do you mind if I just... He was very polite. He was like, while I've got the opportunity, do you mind if I can just ask you a couple of questions? Didn't he? Remember?
Yeah.
He was really nice.
Yeah,
I felt really rude because I was in the middle of a game of 8-ball pool, and you can't, it's a live game. I couldn't just stop, so I was just playing 8-ball pool.
Imagine putting your foot down for some social interaction.
Well, no, but I would have lost the game.
Oh, God forbid. That online game that you can just play again.
There was the fucking annoying like bystander effect, if that's the right word. I don't think it is. But so he'd come over and interacted with us. So then the old Scottish guy was like, who are you? I'm like, man, I'm just sat here, man.
Yeah.
And then we got to have the back and forth about like, I like Scotland. We do videos.
Yeah, and he was so heavily Scottish, you could not understand a word he said.
I was stood like I was at the cold face, and it was just torture.
What's the cold face?
The cold face. So he was like, the guy was like sat there chatting to these.
I mean, I don't get the term.
What, the cold? It's like when you just like feet to the fire, like in amongst it, mate.
What?
Have you never heard it?
No.
Cold face,
Coming
feet
from
to the
you.
fire. Cold and fire.
face.
Cold.
What did you get wrong the other day? Thick as thieves.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that is
know.
dumb.
I
Thick
didn't
as
know.
thieves.
Dumb.
Rob thought thick
Mate,
of thieves.
Hang on. Do you know
go
what
on.
thick as
Thick as
means?
thieves means
Thick
you're like
as thieves.
tight.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it meant you're dumb.
Who's a dumb one now?
I really did. I thought that meant you're dumb. You're thick.
Cool face.
Yeah, so like,
Cool.
I think it's right. I might have to Google it after.
Cool.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
right.
is it? Can I guess? It's
Feet
you've
to
got
the
your
fire.
you've got your face in the fire.
I've got it here.
I want to guess. You've got your face in the fire, and because it's mesmerising, you just like just shut off.
I've
That's
got the
one
definition.
Yeah, go on.
An exposed surface of coal in a mine.
Yeah, but the saying is like it's from when the olden day, the steam ships, where the boiler men down in the bowels
I don't
of the
know what
ship
you're fucking.
would shovel the coal in the furnace, and they'd be at the coal face.
But what's that? I don't understand. What's that?
What he meant was he was close to the guy.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
we was thick as thieves.
They were thick as thieves.
You are thick as a thief, you.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
This is quite nice. This.
Oh, all right. Carry on with your story anyway. What were you
What
saying?
was my story? Oh,
You
it
were
was just
doing-
really,
you were
it was
cold-faced.
just really annoying because he had like smelly breath and he kept spitting. I was like,
Oh, that's the issue with being in airports and stuff, though. Like, people forget to pack the wash kit in their hand luggage. So they'll have a fucking 12-hour flight and then a crossover, or whatever it's called. And a changeover. A
Layover, man.
layover, whatever you want to call
Connecting
it. Cold
flight.
face.
when
And
the
they just
thieves
won't have out
cross-
to clean themselves with and they'll get smelly. It's like, always pack a
It's
little.
mad how
a
he
little wash kit.
was just flying internally and stunk of brandy.
Yeah,
Mad how that happened.
Oh,
That's just with him being Scottish.
he was really enjoying the lounge. He was really lounging the lounge. I think.
Oh, he's
in the lounge, right? They
This
had a
was in the
rule.
lounge, yeah.
They had a
This was in the
rule.
lounge.
And it was like, you can't wear, there was a dress code basically, no football shirt. So as we're leaving the lounge, a man's about to go in and he's wearing a football shirt. So
He was
Rob,
wearing a
Basketball one.
basketball
right,
jersey.
You tell the
sleeveless
story.
thing.
All right, a vest.
Yeah, a vest. So like I'd gone in and I was wearing a Leeds shirt, I
Seema.
think. So I'd put a hoodie on over top of the Leeds shirt to get in.
then once you're in, take it
it's a
off and
paid
feel
lounge.
king of
It's
the
not a
world.
free lounge, you know. So dress code has to be adhered to. And as I'm coming out, there's this guy, and I think he might have been in the matching shorts. He might not have been, but he was ready for a game of basketball.
What, in airport?
He looked like it, mate. So I was like, I'm going to help him out because I don't want him to get turned away from the lounge. I forgot about this. I feel really shit about this.
You know
'cause
what
I
you
was
said,
just-
though?
Yeah, I'm going to explain it. So I'd just been to fucking Brussels and Germany, and in an airport, it's like what I was thinking is, this is an airport. I'm not going to assume that this guy speaks the same language as me, though it was Manchester Airport.
yeah.
So you went up to him and went, English.
And I went up to him and said, do you speak English? And he was like, yeah. Which maybe didn't come across super well because he wasn't a white fella, was he? He was like
No.
a Latino gentleman. So hopefully he doesn't think I was being racist. I was just trying to be as polite as possible
Yeah, yeah.
and not
No,
walk
you're
up
at
to
the
We
him.
know that. We
not
know
walk
that.
up to him and start spouting a language he maybe doesn't understand because it's an airport.
Yeah.
And then I was like, cool. Just want to let you know, like, that I was being subtle with him. I'm like, there's a dress code. So I saw he had a hoodie. I was like, pop your hoodie on because I don't want you to like not get let in. And he just goes, thanks, I'm a regular.
Yeah.
It's not fucking hell. What a dickhead. Well,
But you were trying.
Did he get in though?
He will have done. We were leaving.
Oh,
But
It
I'd have
was
stayed and watched.
he will have got
Did
in.
it?
Like he will have got in.
It
but
said no midriff showing and I had a crop top on.
I was
my
just trying to
midriff
help
out.
the guy out.
Did it use the word midriff?
Yeah.
I think when you
I
started
hate that.
directing people
So,
where
like,
to sit on the bus, that was too
slut
far,
shaming.
though.
Well,
I'm
you know,
honest.
you got. Anyway, I don't know how to respond to that one, so I will. Oh, cold face.
So you all had a great time in the airport. Was the flight all right?
Do you know what? Yeah.
Any issues?
Um,
Because I like flying.
did
We
I?
went
Oh,
sat
I
together.
hate flying.
Did I have extra leg room
That's
on the way
good.
out? I did, didn't I? That was
It
nice.
was on the way in when we couldn't get you the
Yeah.
extra leg room.
Oh, there were loads of rowdy dickheads actually on flight. weren't
Oh,
there?
yeah, you
And you were sat around most
That-
of them.
Honestly, I've got no time for people like this guy. It was on the way out, wasn't it? And this guy was like clearly gagging for a piss and standing up before the seatbelt sign has gone off. No time.
Oh,
for
he
it,
was
man.
arguing with the.
Arguing with the staff.
Isn't that a weird phrase? Gagging for a piss.
Yeah, but I've
For a piss.
yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't get that one. God, it's
No,
all about phrases today, isn't it?
it's just piss is really thick, like
right.
a thief.
Anyway, I'm bored of you travelling now. Tell me about the festival.
It was
Where to
fine,
begin?
yeah. We got there really late because Ben wanted to eat 2 crisps on the way, so we had to pull over for him to reach slowly into the bag of crisps because he
Do you know
can't
what?
drive.
I've
He
heard
can't-
about this. I've heard
Oh.
about
I'm
this.
sorry. I'm sorry. Imagine
Don't
being
apologise.
ridiculed for wanting to look after your mates and eat without in a stationary vehicle,
Mate,
man.
but
In a pencil case vehicle.
I could not believe how slow you were eating those crisps.
I was enjoying the flavour.
Yeah, but can't you enjoy the flavour while doing 17
Heaven-
kilometres an hour down the fucking
Heaven
freeway?
forbid we get to Benicåssim.
Well, what time did we get there?
I don't know.
9:30 p.m.
Whose fault is that?
But do you know what? Perfect time to arrive, actually.
There you go. You're welcome.
Because
Spun that round as soon as it wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like KFC and Mary all over again.
because
We're off.
it was a good time to arrive.
It was a good
Because
time.
Benny
Perfect
starts
time.
late. And it was good. We got really well looked after. We had a mega tent that costs about €900, I think it is retail for
Jesus.
that experience, not for the physical tent.
Did you get to keep the tent?
No, you don't, sadly. But it was
I
good.
put it down my trousers.
It had fans in it. It had
Not again.
good.
What, like just a couple
Yeah.
of blokes in back?
We met them after. Yeah, it was good.
Do you know what? The tent was excellent. The heat was not excellent.
I've
I can
never
imagine.
felt like literal beads of sweat forming on my body.
You just
Before.
couldn't.
Never.
Going
I
to sauna.
hadn't until like last year.
Last year, about.
I thought your first time was when you were in sauna when we stayed
Yeah,
in
you're
Sheffield.
right. You're right. It was. I literally watched it come out.
It's
But
mental,
last
innit?
year
Very
onwards, like this,
Just-
in the last like
Watched it
18
come out.
months, hair on my chest. I was like, what the fuck's going on? But then it's happened maybe 10 times this year.
Where's the hottest place you've been?
My hottest moment,
Like temperature, not like
Was-
sexually.
my hottest moment in life, because you got to just go on how hot you feel, not
Yeah,
necessarily
it's a
the
personal.
science
Yeah, it's
behind
a
it.
personal thing.
Is when me and Varley went to the beach at Benicåssim last year,
That was.
and it was just unbearable.
I don't know how you did
but
it.
it wasn't even the hottest temperature I've experienced, but there was
Yeah.
just no wind, and
I don't know how you did
I
that.
just had a big ghost pepper. Imagine.
What was your hottest moment, Mary? Not sexually.
Parentheses.
Also, I'd like to
Leeds
apologise
Fest 20.
in a minute.
Fuck off. Leeds Fest that year that it was really hot.
19.
Yeah.
It doesn't even get hot anymore, does it?
It was
It's-
mental. It was
does.
like 30 degrees, but it was just boiling hot.
Yeah.
Go on then. What are you going to apologise?
I just want to apologise for Mary being incredibly bright, like she's literally glowing over there, and not in a good way. That's just because I can't figure out the cameras, so deal with it. And if you're listening to it, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What was your hottest moment, Ben?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's got to be Benicåssim. This one, I think.
Is it?
This
What-
one was worse than last year. I
No
think.
way was it worse than last year.
What did the
Do you
temperature
think?
actually get up to?
Oh, I don't know.
you not know?
We never actually looked. I don't think. Well, I didn't look.
It wasn't
It
that
won't
bad.
past 30. I'd say like 27 max.
It
Do you know
wasn't
what? Do you
even
know
that
what?
bad.
Yeah, I think last year because we had no fans, did we?
It was the tent, I think, that made it feel a million times hotter.
It was a shame as well because we had the very it was great. They put in a couple of fridges for us and a couple of fans, like industrial size fans. it just were doing nothing.
It just blows hot air.
It just, literally just hot air. The fridges, bless them, they tried their best. But
That is the best way to acclimatise to a temperature, though.
Well, just
Instead
sit in
of
it.
using air cons on a night to go to sleep, because that's what a lot of people do when they go on holiday. Have a fan on instead, and it might feel like it's blowing hot air at you, but you acclimatise much quicker. It's very good. I learned that in Thailand.
did you? Bloody hell. The more you
I want to know what you learned over there.
Lovely,
I
thank
also
you.
don't want to know your
Yeah.
hottest moment either.
No, my hottest moment were in India. Just incredibly
still
humid,
talk?
middle at rainy season, and I was working there as well. So it was like lifting heavy bits of kit. and-
Bullshit, man.
What do you mean bullshit?
No way were you lifting anything heavy.
Says you look at those little matchsticks.
Yeah, I lift everything.
You lift bollocks, mate. That's all. It's
I
straight into
lifted
gob.
almost a 50 kg dumbbell recently.
Yeah, almost.
No way.
With
How
both
big was
hands.
it? Dumbbell
Almost, I
too?
said. Yeah, with both hands, of course.
But when you say
Fucking
almost,
50
did it lift off the ground?
A tiny bit. It wasn't on the ground.
Yeah. It rolled.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I was trying to lift it up. We've
Why-
all seen it.
why were you anywhere
Everyone's
near?
seen it. But I was trying to lift it up. I was like, no human can lift that up. Chucky just comes and picks it up. But even he couldn't do a curl with it.
I bet MB could. MB's like really
MB's
fucking
strong,
strong
innit,
somehow.
Mm.
Because it doesn't really work out, and he hasn't done since he was a kid. But somehow he's still retained all that strength. Like one day we're in gym at Greenhouse, and he just whacked out 100 kg chest press out of nowhere.
God. Wow.
I haven't seen him since Glasgow, so I won't know.
No.
I've seen him once, I think. He's just busy with work and his life. Yeah.
Why does he get an excuse there? He's busy with work in his life. Anyone else, you get dragged through mud.
I think it's because he's not been around all the time constantly, has he? He's always been that way. Like, he used to be around constantly when we just hung out.
But Chris gets like, we'll like slate Chris to his face, of course. Oh, Chris, you're not coming.
Yeah,
Fucking-
but Chris is active in chat, isn't he?
I
Like,
just
if you're
don't
at-
understand why rules. I'm not having a go at Bridie, but like why the rules are so different for everyone.
Yeah.
It is
Like-
weird, isn't it?
You
Yeah,
know,
it is
fuck
weird.
me. Some consistency. Maybe we need to review the HR policy.
We've got a HR policy.
Mm.
Ooh. Who's HR?
Yeah,
Who do we go to?
Mary.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
heaven.
that's bad news for
I
you.
appointed myself
Oh,
a few weeks
dear.
ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Why?
HR/public relations.
So here's a funny thing. So Mary's our HR. Unofficially, of course, we just all we all do have a responsibility within the business, if you will,
The bussiness.
on a business perspective. So Mary was like, "I'll be HR." So I shared a comment that we got on YouTube, and it was some triad, and it was like, "You really should think about doing this. Impressionable viewers, blah blah blah. Like you shouldn't be doing this." Sent it to Mary. Her response was, "Get fucked," which is a perfect response. It's the correct response, actually, but maybe we need to rehire the position.
Just send her on a training course. Like. I think she just doesn't know the role yet.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
All right, back to Benny anyway. Tell me about the actual festival. You got there at 9:30 in the eve.
We wanted to have a hotel. The idea was we're going to stay in the tent for one night to make it a real experience. I mean, that's not even a real experience, to be honest, in one of those nice tents, but slum it in the tent, so to speak, and then get a hotel. But then I wasn't, but I think there was maybe you two were.
There was
like
a bit of a
like,
divide, wasn't
oh
there?
shit,
Yeah.
because you guys wanted to get the hotel,
Yeah.
but they'd given us such a nice tent. It was like, well, we kind of have to stay in the tent now. So we agreed on the compromise of let's get a hotel, because you were on RAG, weren't you?
I was.
Lovely way of putting it.
Should we
Yeah.
talk about that comment?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this
so
comment.
this fucking bell end, right? Which this comment just reeks of incel male.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
He left two. One wasn't enough. He left two saying basically the same thing. But his first point.
I've got them here.
All right, read them out.
So, first one is, this isn't from the person. Mary's the highlight of this trip. She was putting you guys to shame. Good energy. Brilliant.
Thank you.
That's why we love having
Why
you.
does
That's
that
why
one
you're
say
welcome
draft
at
next to it,
anything.
Rob?
And then someone said, wait. So then this is a criticism of Mary in response to that. Wait, this is from Bishyebish3758, but it's obviously like a burner.
No, he's
Way-
left 66 comments on the channel before.
Way too free with the period talk, then walks around in fishnets and a thong. That combination made me feel proper sick throughout, not gonna lie. She's usually cool as fuck, but for me, this video was not the one. Lol.
What's fishnets
And then
and a thong
click
got
on
to
his-
do with it?
Imagine being so
I know.
insecure or...
Like, first of all, even if it wasn't a thong, it was literally a swimwear set that I got from the swimwear section of a website.
Yeah.
The trousers were a cover up, and they were wearing bikini bottoms. It wasn't a thong. But even if it was, Why the fuck not? Plus,
Literally.
why can't I talk about something I'm going through just because I might offend a man? Like, women have periods and people need to get used to that. I'm never going to silence myself
Why would
to
you?
make a man
And
feel
it's a great
comfortable.
perspective to have on the video as well, because girls will relate to it.
Yeah.
it's not something any of us
It's
know
brilliant.
about.
And I'm lucky that I'm
Typical
surrounded
Rob.
by
Metrics,
men
metrics,
that don't have that
strong
insight.
men.
But when you come across a man like that, I just think you're a fucking virgin.
So
mate.
then someone said, big man can't handle hearing about a bit of blood. No sisters or girlfriend probably. God forbid a woman wears what she wants when bleeding every 28 days. And someone's put, these guys give toilet reviews with feces smeared up the walls and show rank bogies, but it's period talk that crossed the line.
That's a
Grow
great
up, you're
point.
definitely a virgin.
It just shows the community though, doesn't it? Like there's
Yeah,
just I
thank you
love
everyone
reading
for
the
sticking
comments.
up for me
No
there.
one, I mean, it's got to be a,
It's not.
No
click on
one-
his. Just click on his icon
I
and
think
look
it-
at his second comment, because his second
Yeah.
comment was a bit worse because it didn't mention periods, but it's the tone.
I
it's
think
written
it's
in.
fully legit. It's not like funny enough to be a troll,
No.
or it's not like
Yeah.
offensive enough to be a troll.
And
Not
he's-
sarcastic or all,
yeah,
is it?
exactly. Yeah,
Couldn't even be taken in a different way.
In
yeah,
it.
exactly.
I don't understand the fishnets and thong bit. That's not why.
I don't think he realises, like, how far
Has he never heard of a tampon?
Tampon technology, like we're in the year 2023, man.
We are in it.
Like it's like I'm trying to think of a famous dam, but I can't. So
Me.
dam.
Oh, the dam busters.
No, the opposite of that.
Oh, the bus dammers.
What's that big dam? It's like a
Hoover.
famous big
Rotterdam.
Hoover Dam.
Nah,
Rotterdam.
Hoover.
You say
Hoover
Rotterdam.
Dam.
Rotterdam.
Hoover Dam. That's what I'm thinking of.
Rotterdam.
Have you got this comment?
no, I can't see another comment.
Maybe he deleted
I've
it.
got it on my phone.
Oh, we got a screenshot.
I'm just picturing, those Gaviscon firefighters,
Yeah, the white
but like
coming
just
down
a
your
load
front.
of stuff. Blocking.
Right.
Oh, as the tampon.
As the tampon.
But they spray.
Like with riot shields.
They spray. How would that work?
No,
They've
they'd
been
have,
making
like,
it worse.
They'd have like riot shields to like stop.
But then they're not firefighters. Right? Shut up. She's got a
Right.
comment.
Mary, comma, monkey emoji with his eyes covered. That's how you know that someone's a loser.
See no evil.
As a friend, if nobody's got the guts to tell you, then I will. I mean no disrespect. I'm just being honest, as any decent mate should. Don't wear fishnet bottoms and a thong. Dressing like that
He's
is not
obsessed.
for you, darling. Don't do yourself like that chick. As I said, I'm not hating or trolling, but someone had to tell you about that. God bless. And he's done the thumbs up emoji and the English flag. Now, to me,
That-
that
This
is
is-
such
this-
That
a...
reads someone in the 50s,
Like-
a bloke,
No,
balding.
Do you know what?
Thinking I'm your mate.
The word chick.
I'm gonna
It's
message.
crazy.
I'm
Sorry,
did I
gonna
just-
message Jamie and tell him to stop using that account.
The word chick proper.
Is that the
like,
try? So
that's
hun,
weird, that.
darling, and chick all in one message.
No, friend, mate,
Friend, mate.
darling,
Darling.
chick.
Great.
Could be Jake.
Yeah.
Jake
other than
loves
the chick.
darling. He actually messaged me about an hour ago saying darling, so...
Oh,
What, just
dear.
that?
No, he
Just one message,
used it in
darling.
the message.
Do you know what'd be funny if Jake messaged like how he moves his hands when he talks? Every sentence is just like the
Just
emoji.
loads of hand emojis all throughout.
Yeah.
God, that'd be a nightmare to read.
It, it
I
would
don't
be,
think I'd
wouldn't it?
enjoy that. I like it when he moves his
Yeah.
hands because I get
Yeah.
to take piss out of
Jake
him
would be a
little
good deaf person because he'd be really good at sign language, wouldn't he? He'd be really quick at picking it
bit.
all
He
up.
doesn't know sign language.
Yeah, but he could learn it and he'd be very enthusiastic. He'd be a good, like interpreter on a stage when they're
Yeah.
trying to... He'd really get in it.
Yeah, like
If it
for
was
an
me,
act,
if it
like
was
now.
Bon Jovi.
Why does he like Bon Jovi so much?
God, he's so.
I don't get it.
He's like a dad,
He
isn't he?
really is. Like he's such. Oh, I'm not gonna. I love Jake to bits.
I
man.
love Jake.
I'm not here to diss him, but he's a gimp.
But yeah, Bon Jovi's a bad choice. Bruce Springsteen, similar era, much better. Why didn't go with that one?
That's old music.
Bruce Springsteen is fucking shit, Dan.
Nah, you're wrong.
Bruce Springsteen.
What's
is,
a Bruce song? Summer 69.
Dance in the Dark.
No, not
that's
Summer
Bryan
69,
Adams,
that's
innit?
Bryan Adams.
Oh, what's his song?
Dancing
Born in the
Dark.
USA
Born
is
in
his
the
big
USA.
one.
Ah, that one.
Sing a
What,
bit.
sing, do, dance in the... do dance in the dark.
I'm definitely not doing that.
I only know that one by Dev.
What's that?
Dancing in the dark.
Not it.
Very
Dev.
different.
God,
Who's
she's
Dev?
a blast from the past.
I ain't got a
Do you
clue.
remember?
Dev.
She does that,
She did
Bass down low.
Bass down low.
Oh,
And,
great song.
Yeah.
Tune of my uni.
She's better than
sounds
Bruce.
Better than Bruce.
That do you
I'll
remember?
take your word for
I literally agree with that statement.
212 were good, wasn't it? Azealia Banks, and then she turned out to be a wrong un.
Where'd you get
Yeah,
that from? Because that's got
she's
nothing to do
a-
with
Just
Dev
because you're on
or
about
Bruce.
songs, ain't you? Just on about songs.
Wow, that's a stretch and a half. That they're using words. I'll join in.
I just want to contribute, man. I want to earn my keep.
It's about time.
Oh, shut up.
Fucking £10 for that Four Loco.
Is it? No.
I have no. It's what we're charging you.
Great. What? Shit, where's that card?
You've also got the rent to pay for your neck oils
Shit.
for what's that now? 8 months.
GPD self-storage cupboard or whatever. Brilliant.
I wish.
There's not big and yellow about that one.
You should get that looked at, mate.
So, is there any main points of the festival? Anything dead exciting that's not on the video that people aren't going to know happened? But you
Not
want to
that's
tell
not
them?
on the video, otherwise it would go
Yeah,
in
but
the
there's
video.
always times
The
where
good
like,
thing about going with the group we went with is it's a great squad to capture everything that's going on, because everything you're doing is just for the, like, it's not like we're at Leeds Fest and there's probably some stuff that's not captured that
yeah,
was
it just
worth
happens all of
capturing.
a sudden. At
Yeah, with a small enough group, I feel like everything. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like the stuff in between where it's like you see it happening and don't get a chance to whip your phone out and capture it because it's
never
happened
happens.
like that.
Never happens. Like
The
with me and Val's, it's like
Yeah.
it's like there's really. I'm not trying to be difficult. There really isn't anything that I can think that happened that didn't make the video that's entertaining enough to bring to the audience.
There is something I feel like we should acknowledge, because we did get a comment on the video yesterday saying.
You're good at keeping up with the comments.
Isn't it? God, get a
You
life,
sent the
man.
comment to us.
I was
No.
going to say,
Oh,
I
you did?
appreciate you being in tune with it.
Oh,
Fuck
What
you
does
then.
that do?
apologies. What?
No.
Okay. Right, so I don't know if you want to read it out, Rob, because it'll be in chat.
Which chat?
The Benny chat.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
it's
do
an
you know what?
important thing I feel
It is
like
a
we should
great
mention.
thing.
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be why I didn't recognise it in any chats. You're in Benny chat.
Yeah.
All right, keep the conversation going somewhere.
I've been through and watched and enjoyed your entire back catalogue of videos, but this is the first one I've seen that has so overtly showed you guys being under the influence of the old Mawams. Not a negative comment, it's all good, but maybe best to look, but may not be the best look to some of the more impressionable people watching your content planning for festivals in the future.
But you don't do my one.
First of all, we really don't do it. I'm partial, but none of yous do, and I never do it in this group. And I sit at home and do things like mushrooms. I don't do mawams. I'd never do it out at a festival. I'm just being honest so people believe
Yeah.
us.
I just like the
Like-
term my ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You would not dare touch anything. None of our group
especially
would.
like if I'm doing it every single week for the summer,
Yeah.
like that, drinking is in every weekend
Yeah.
is enough.
I
Like-
think it's mental because you have to buy a drink at the bar, pour it out, and you put a non-alcoholic bud in. And I just respect you for that because it's like, I don't know how else you would do it,
Thanks,
honestly.
bro. Don't tell them that.
Alright, sorry, man.
But yeah, like we met a lot of people at Tomorrowland. That's like, how do you do it without using substances? It's like, well, the only way we can is without using substances. I've got to make a really competent 10 out of 10 piece of coverage of this
Innit?
event. And if I was high, I wouldn't be able to do that to any degree
Yeah.
in the way that we're doing it now. So I replied to this comment because it's not a negative comment. I mean, I'd like to address
just
that
an
maybe not the
observation,
best
isn't
look to some of the more impressionable people. Well, kids shouldn't be watching
yeah.
YouTube like that anyway. So I'm not.
It's-
We're not role models.
Plus, if you're not saying that directly, even if we were doing it, but we're not advertising it or
You're
Yeah.
not showing it
you know,
off.
so really we can do whatever we want.
But I'm really interested to think to what gave him that impression because we got pretty hammered and Jake got really drunk.
Very,
Um,
yeah.
And I got really drunk and was asleep on the floor before Offspring.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think there was
I was
anything
asleep
unique.
during Offspring.
Do you reckon it's the old
Rude.
fuck eyes that you get when you're drunk?
I was thinking that
don't
because
know. You
my
get
eyes
proper
do
bad
look
ones.
fucked.
Like your pupils go massive when you've had two.
But we
whiskies
got
around
this.
Yeah,
we got this
maybe.
last year as well. When me and when you had your early night, and me and Jake stayed out and
Yeah.
made use of the festival.
Yeah.
They did that when we went to Ever Music
got-
Awards as well.
Did it? We got the same comments. I think it's really interesting because I'm really, I've been around like used to work in restaurants and stuff where just drug use was rife, and I've never smoked, never vape, don't do drugs, whatever.
Don't use the D
Very,
word. Use
very
Malwams.
boring. You up?
Don't use the D word. Use Malwams.
Mawams, Dickensian Mawams, and it's interesting because there's been a couple of times. Like I think there was a mention on an old Leeds Fest video, and there's been a mention in Benicåssim last year, and obviously this year as well. I just wonder what people think, and also I've had comments myself of like when I've spoke to people and said, "Oh, how do you do it without whatever?" It's like I don't get it because I just get really drunk. I might have a Red Bull.
But the
I
question
just have
is
a
like,
great time.
how could you possibly do it to this level with?
Innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the question
do
needs
it
to be
week
not
on week on week
not
on
how are
week.
you doing it
Yeah.
without. It's how could you possibly run it as a collective?
Just
With
no
that,
way, is
there is
Yeah.
no way you could do it without a team or a dedicated editor or a
I
dedicated
can only
cameraman.
assume people just maybe
They jump
look
to
at your
conclusions.
pupils, or I
think it's just a jump into conclusions, not really knowing what it's like taking Mawams. You know, it's not everyone does them, so people just immediately assume like, oh well, you're really fucked. You must be.
Yeah.
Even though they don't know. Like I've got mates who have never touched it, and they're very judgmental about it. And it's like you just ain't got a clue, mate. Like what you on about? You don't know what it actually feels like, what goes on, how you react with it, like what capability you have, or anything like that. You just jump into conclusions.
Yeah, you
And
know,
that's a lot of people on the internet. Funnily enough.
like I think people underestimate how fucked you can look just from alcohol when you've been. It was some of them clips were at 4 a.m, and the serving sizes over there, they just pour vodka in.
Innit?
I was off my head, but it was all
There's
alcohol.
also lethal shit as well.
Another thing as well that maybe people aren't thinking about is not many people are lucky enough to have a group of friends who have as much fun as we do in all our different combinations of people in a video. Like maybe some of these people are lucky if they go out like once a month and then they see us always having fun because we're so self-confident in ourselves and happy to have a good time with each
thick
other
as thieves.
and love.
And we
we're
get
thick as
excited.
thieves,
It's that
and we're
ability to let
excited.
go of each
Yeah.
other.
And we're comfortable to do that. Maybe that's where people are.
Do you know? Yeah, because I've got
from.
like I've been on again like previous job nights out, and it's just a totally different dynamic. And it's like if that's your environment and that's it, all you know, then yeah, you would absolutely think we're all off our faces.
Like some
for
people have
sure.
such boring nights out.
Yeah,
Like-
which maybe that if you want to just have a night in a pub or whatever, like I get it, great,
Yeah, I love that.
no
I
issue.
love a night in a pub.
But obviously, when you're trying to make a entertaining video, then
Yeah.
we are gonna.
Can't sit and whistle for a few hours, can you? To make a good video?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
20 minutes of darts.
Hey, I mean that's
Well,
good for me.
the views are gonna. The views who. That one commenter. It wasn't a negative comment, so
It's
you know.
not that
we-
bad,
we-
but I
we
just think
appreciate-
it's
we
nice
just wanted
to-
to address it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Well
it's
remembered.
just not true.
But
Yeah.
something that we've learned at Tomorrowland, and we brought that into Boomtown, is the best way to make a great bit of content and have the most fun is to get absolutely paralytically drunk, more so than we ever have before. And we only just learned that 2 weeks ago. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of the pupils, and you're going to be questioning a lot more.
I don't think that's for me though. Like I turn into a proper knobhead when I'm drunk. And thank you for all nodding and
Well,
agreeing.
sorry, Dan, but you
Um,
said it.
But it's not every time.
It is.
Great. I don't see the thing is like I don't think I'm a knobhead. I think I'm just trying to be cheeky and have a laugh, but it's taken in the wrong way, and because I'm drunk and it comes across
You
the
don't
wrong
see
The
way.
old,
Yeah.
It's your fault for taking it the wrong
Yeah.
way.
No, I think it's the
You're gaslighting me.
This is a slippery slope we could go down here.
No, but I think it's because like the way I am, it's just like I get boisterous and like knobheady.
Yeah, and you can't.
And I'm not trying to be a knobhead. Like I don't actively want to make people annoyed and like be a dickhead to them or all like that. It's just the
Just
way
always-
I talk. Just
just always
eventually,
do, yeah.
it sounds like that.
The problem is when you're drunk as well, you can't see yourself, if that
Yeah.
makes sense, and like how you can't see how you come across.
Yeah.
And I think I'm guilty of that as well.
But I don't ever mean to be. But yeah,
Sharing circle, yeah.
I just
Sure.
oh,
I'll tell you about the sharing
you'll know
circle
all about that,
next
won't
week.
you?
Fucking hell.
oh yeah, the sharing circle.
Are you coming to that podcast tomorrow?
No, I didn't even know we're on tomorrow.
That's you should.
You
I
are.
can't.
You,
Do you want-
you should because
do you want me to come and I'll pretend?
Email.
Oh, I can't.
No worries.
We've got enough people, I'm sure. Who's doing it?
Me, Razan, and Dan it'll be. But Dan's been to Boomtown before, so it'll be all right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought Choc would be.
Or maybe Choc will.
I'm sure
actually.
Choc would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll drop
that's
him a
good.
Is
message
this
after
is this in the podcast? Do we do any other business? Any other admin?
No.
What?
Just the poddy. Just the poddy, mate, sadly. Enough other shit going on. Got to
Yeah.
clean up some beers out of my
God,
fridge
well,
that
you
I
got
left
rid of them
there.
already, didn't
That's
you?
a-
They're
it's-
still here, are they?
That's a proper shit name for a beer as well.
Choc, he wasn't
neck
invited.
oil.
He's not on the invite, so.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a bit
invite him.
cringe.
Naughty. Well, we'll invite him if he wants to come. See if he can make it. It'd be
Oh,
lovely to have him.
absolutely. Oh, tired, man.
Very, yeah.
I'm
I've
a
been working
local.
all day, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Good for you.
Me
Oh,
too.
look, man.
Oh, we're all worker bees, I guess.
Oh, well, keep the country turning, unlike some.
He's paying tax.
I can
Yeah,
guarantee I
fair
worked
enough.
harder than you in these last 5 weeks than
God.
you've worked in the last 5 years. I guarantee you that. And with all narcotics
Wow.
I had to do.
Hang on a minute. You just said you
Yeah,
didn't.
wait a minute. Roll the tape back.
So it's Benny.
Yeah.
Lovely tent.
God.
I love
What
how
were the headliners like? What
every
what
few
were the
minutes
music
music
like? Well, I want to just.
Kaiser Chiefs were good.
What,
Yeah.
were,
You know
what
what?
was
No,
the
they
headline?
weren't.
What
Too
were
long,
the
though.
They
actual acts?
weren't good. There
So-
wasn't. Go on, sorry, Mary.
There was, well, what is a headliner? Because
The
Cigar
person
is
who's
it on the
billed
last
highest.
one?
The person who's billed highest.
So not the person who's on the last.
No.
I don't know then.
Franz
Kaisers.
Ferdinand. It wasn't them.
It.
Franz
They're not
Ferdinand.
Kaiser
The
Chiefs
Offspring.
headlining. Never.
This should have been, to
Well,
be fair.
honestly, wait till you hear the rest of them.
That was it.
Who
Franz
did you-
Ferdinand, Offspring, and someone
Is
from
that all we
another
saw?
territory. No, they're the headliners,
All
Ben.
right. Who
Fuck
did we
me.
see?
We saw Sigala on the
remember.
first night.
Sigala was great.
Who's
Fucking
that?
sick.
Really enjoyed
Oh, yeah,
it.
because I thought
DJ.
Sigala was a woman, and it's
Yeah,
not. It's a
it's a
DJ.
man.
Well, he can't you.
No,
It
but
was a man,
the
though.
songs, it's like a
thought it
David
was a
Guetta
singer.
type where
Yeah.
he released his songs, but I've always assumed he was the one singing. So I just thought he was a woman, but he's just like the DJ, like David Guetta or something.
Bit like Khaled.
It was sick though, that because they were all bops that
Yeah,
you
it
were
was
playing.
good. It quickly went downhill. I mean, Kaiser Chiefs and their Offspring.
Kaiser Chiefs are great, man.
Mate,
Bastille, Franz
come on.
Ferdinand,
Yeah,
Did we even
these are
see
some
The Offspring,
artists.
and
We didn't see
Vetusta.
Bastille, did we?
No, they were on the Thursday, and I think we got there on the Friday. Perhaps.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There's some artists I'm just not asked for.
Yeah, there was no
Like,
one there.
I appreciate they'll have good music and people will like them, but they're just not for me.
They're
It's
simply not headliners.
it's what. Do you know what? It's one of them where it's like the lineup is just background noise for just a holiday.
Yeah.
I
The
think.
thing is, like with Benny, what I've learnt now after my 3 times there is I absolutely fucking love it so much.
Yeah, I love it.
And I'd love to just go every year, but obviously we can't because we've shown everyone what everything
Yeah.
there is to see about Benicåssim. But I actually love being there. All 3 times, aside from the incident, which if you take that one incident out, even that year, I think it's brilliant. I love the site. I love the booze. I love the vibe. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Me too.
And it's a shame now that we've kind of bled it dry and we've done it 3 times. And, you know, they were nice enough to say we're always welcome, which is really nice of them to say. And, you know, maybe in many years to come we'll return, but we can't just bring you the same old piece of content every year. But I do love being there. I think it's fantastic.
great.
It is something I'd like to experience. Like I've never been.
I think
Like-
it's cheap as well.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
cheap.
sure
It is.
Jake said it was like proper cheap when we were doing the lineup videos, which are in the podcast. Go check them out.
The drinks are really cheap as well, considering like if you just get a single vodka, it's not a
It's not
single
a single,
vodka.
is
They
it?
do
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah,
pour
it's-
like a
well, it's Spain,
miscellaneous
innit?
amount, and
I
that's amazing.
They don't use
Surely
like,
they're breaking like there must be a
There's
law.
no laws there.
Is there
That's
not?
why it's
There's
so
no
cheap.
laws.
No,
Oh.
it's
they don't
chaos.
necessarily use like good alcohol. It's usually just like strong but proper awful alcohol.
God, it was strong, wasn't
so
it?
Dan,
it
it's
writes,
just-
it writes you off.
Just,
proper
you know when you go to those bars. I mean, it's quite common, isn't it, when you go to a bar, whatever, you get like a single bottle of that, and they like measure it out and pour it out, and that's your measure, because obviously the legal system is really strict on it. It's literally just keep going.
I like the
Like half a cup.
because obviously we've got that strict one where they've got to measure it and then pour it. I like it when you get a lovely bartender and they measure it and they pour it
Oh,
and
like
they keep
pour it,
pouring it
yeah.
while they're dropping
Yeah.
the little shot in. They're
Yeah.
lovely.
They're nice,
If I was a
yeah.
bartender, I'd do that and probably
Yeah.
get fired.
Yeah,
I don't think I should be a bartender.
give it a go, mate. Let me know when
No,
you're
it's
working.
not for me. I've got other priorities in life, like watching movies.
I saw Oppenheimer. the
Well,
other
it's
day.
more of a priority than watching
Any
than
good?
being a bartender.
Very good, mate. Excellent film. I went to Manchester for it. It was very good.
What, for the proper
So I
IMAX?
am become
For the proper,
deaf,
yeah,
eh?
70mm IMAX.
So
yeah, it
I
was-
am become.
God,
So
that's
I
a
am
small
dead.
screen. 70mm.
You sit really
That was
close.
such a shit show.
You sit close to it.
It was
It
so.
got two
It was good, man. It was a good film.
It's 100% of the room aside from the man himself.
And technically, it's 50% of the
100% of
75.
the room, aside from the person who did laugh.
and the person who said it.
Yeah.
Although I did laugh at myself, so
Can't win them all.
I always find myself funny.
Half a laugh.
I'm hilarious to me.
Half a laugh. God.
What else did we do?
So anyway, Benicåssim.
God, you sound so excited.
I think. Do you know what the worst bit was? Just I hate to say it because I don't want to put a good band down, but the lineup was just a bit rubbish. If I'm honest, it wasn't for me.
I found this is an issue with a lot of stuff this year. A lot of the lineups aren't that good, and they're all very similar. Like most of the stuff we've been to, we've seen a lot of the artists at the previous weekend. Like
Yeah.
it's
I
getting
suppose-
very samey.
I
in
suppose
lineups
it's
this year.
hard because you guys are a the exception to the norm. Because realistically,
Yeah, of course.
people are probably going to do what, 3 festivals a year, maybe 2,
Yeah.
one. Most people. So it's hard because, like, obviously, if you're doing it every week for this, there's obviously going to be loads of overlap. 'Cause that's what the bands are doing. The bands are obviously doing.
Yeah, it's a great point. And
doing
it's
the tours.
It's something that we've learned actually after Transmit is like we need to just not see the same bands all the time. And we've actually got a pretty good thing for our Camp in Leeds Fest that we're going to do that we talked about, where we've kind of conceptualized something that ensures that we see a varied list of acts, because you don't want to see us watch Sam Fender again. You've already seen that twice this summer.
Yeah, you don't want to watch us be bored all the time.
You are going to see us watch the 1975, unfortunately,
Of course.
because
Well, you got to, haven't
that's
you?
the one. But yeah, that is a good point. And that's why I've loved doing these, Boomtown and Tomorrowland almost back to back have been absolutely incredible, because it's a breath of fresh air and I'm so ready for something different now. And that's exactly what we're doing. We've got some mad shit lined up for next year that's like totally new to us that I'm really excited about. But
I want to go to Goodwood Festival of Speed.
I'd
It's
love to
technically
as well.
a festival.
Yeah,
It's got it in the name, Goodwood Festival of Speed.
What's that?
It's all about cars.
I would love
Is that
to
in
go.
this country?
Bikes, yeah. It's in
Is that
Goodwood.
the one that it's like a not stripper, like a
Excuse
there's
me?
like there's a festival my mate went to on like a stag do, and it's like drag racing mixed with
No.
pole dancing.
No, this is like
That sounds
pure
amazing, though.
Vehicular, and it's all about like
This one's for the men.
It's like it's for
Well,
it's for
I
everybody.
think the other
It's
one
like
is
a-
The men would
as well.
not
It's like
like
a time
that.
attack, single direction, one race course, and you take whatever car you've got up it and see who can get the fastest. And there's like loads of different scoring systems.
What,
Loads
so
of
I can
different
take a
stuff.
1.6 2014
There'll be someone with
Audi
a
A3?
1.6 2014 Audi A3 on there. It'll just be like
Yeah, with me, mate.
souped up to the max, innit?
Oh, no, it's a basic.
But no, like you'll see all sorts of cars, like really old cars, brand new cars, like incredible supercars, mad cars like from Dakar Rally and stuff like that. And
That's
it's
cool.
just a really interesting place. And if you like cars and other vehicles, like it seems like amazing.
What's that one with the really fast? Oh, it's like Isle of Wight, something, isn't it? That really fast race car.
Isle of Man
Isle of Man
TT.
TT.
Isle of Man TT. Yeah.
Motorbikes.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
They're fast though. They're faster than
Yeah,
cars.
no, they are.
But the issue with that is, number one, you got to go to Isle of Man. What else is there? Other than TT once a year.
That guy who makes the rings at Glastonbury.
Oh, yeah. Pewter rings.
Mm.
Number two, it's motorbikes. Like,
Yeah, motorbikes are
Not
boring.
many of us
Mad
really
how
like motorbikes.
motorbikes are so shit when cars are so good.
I
I
like
know.
motorbikes. It's just I'm terrified.
Yeah, but a
of them.
car, you get like a roof.
There's so much more
Cars though,
dangerous.
you're like, wow, look at
Aircon.
that. I
Yeah.
saw like a standard Huracan parked outside today. I was like, man, I had like 3 glances at it.
A standard Huracan.
Like not special.
Wow.
It was just
All
like
right, okay.
a entry
Like
Huracan.
without the folding mirrors, maybe the base spec.
Yeah, at the
No
the
aircon,
Steelies.
just-
No, you can fold the mirrors
Yeah.
in. It's just manual.
It's a manual. Yeah.
Gotta get out and do it.
Clios have that.
A manual has to fold your mirrors in.
Who's he?
Speaking of cars,
Here we go.
we did go-karting at Benicåssim.
Oh, yeah.
we didn't really manage to film any of it
Yes.
because
You just can't.
You can't.
I tried last year to film some and I got a shot from in between my legs facing
Yeah.
up at my chin.
That's a good-
Vibrating.
That must have been really hard shot to get.
Scorsese, is that you?
Was lack of chin and all.
was very pleased. It was hard. And I think I broke or at least really injured my rib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you coming home and like you couldn't move
It's
properly.
still hurt.
We had a collision, didn't we? I
we?
yeah,
You
I
reckon
smudged you out the way a little bit.
I don't
smushed
remember that.
by mistake. Yeah,
don't
I was
remember
taking.
that.
I tried to. So obviously, I won twice because I'm an excellent driver. And on the probably like third to last corner or something, tried to take you on the inside, and you were just in the way, mate. And I just accidentally sort of,
Maybe that's
Little-
why he broke his rib.
you know,
Racing.
maybe
No, I broke it when I slammed into tyres of my own accord.
that might.
Yeah,
that
like
might
I
have
just
done it,
turned
yeah.
round and I saw Rob like in the tyres.
thing is, though, it
shit.
was,
It's not where you're
Um,
meant to be.
In my
But
head, he's just upside down in a pack of tyres with legs
Yeah.
in there.
He had like cartoon.
I was waiting for the
birds, like, around his head.
respawn
Yeah,
to bring
yeah.
me back into the centre. But there were, I mean, it wasn't like a bad crash, and
No.
I didn't. I
Not
guess
like
there must have
Schumacher
been some
level, was it?
adrenaline
It
or
was-
whatever. But like,
Yeah, because we went on
you
it
know,
again.
we went on it straight away again as well, and had another.
Can I
drink
just
and
say that
stuff.
was the best moment when we were walking away from that, and we all had this like little glint in our eye. Well, come on,
Let's go back
It
on
was
it
so
again. And this time,
exhilarating.
let's not get a receipt, which was annoying.
How much for it?
70 quid for 4 of us for 15 minutes.
Tax
Quite
Oh, it
implications.
was 15 minutes.
That's not too
It
bad.
was
That's what
not.
£17.50.
It was good, mate. It was clearly worth it because we did it twice.
It was
It's
amazing.
excellent.
And
Yeah.
we've done it 3 times now.
And I'd do it. I'd go now.
Same.
It's so good, man.
Bye. Off you pop. Go on. I did like how you said, like, oh, I was obviously, the best driver there.
Absolutely.
You're literally the only driver there. No one else drove.
And I'd never done
Yeah, right, fair
anything
point.
remotely like it. I've never
I
driven a
drive great
car.
results.
I drive my friends around the bend.
What do you drive?
Uh,
Engagement on the video.
engagement.
Thank
Oh,
you.
negative engagement though about
Hey, it's
little
all
boys who can't
engagement.
take periods.
All engagement.
Ooh, she's wearing a thong.
Whether she's on frag or not.
I can see her little dangly string. Children, lot of you.
Like a
Grow up.
Like a parachute cord.
God, don't pull that parachute cord while you're falling mid-air.
Skirt parachute.
Do you reckon that it'd deploy like as soon as it exits? It just
Deploy, but it's like soggy.
oh.
I
Well,
hope
if-
this guy's not watching.
I know. That's what I was
I hope he is.
Anyway, Benicåssim.
Grow up, whoever you name. What were you called?
That was
Some
so
cunt
good.
name like
Bushy Bell End.
but Benny Russ Ben or
Bish,
something.
yeah, bish.
Bish, yeah,
Bill-
bish.
Billy Ben.
Bish, yeah,
Bollocks.
bish.
Billy Ben, period hater, 2K.
Do you reckon it's
misogynistic
It's from a
wanker?
song, innit? Yeah, bish.
bish.
Yeah, bish.
What?
It's from a song, innit? Yeah, bish. Yeah,
Yeah,
bish.
Kendrick.
Is that Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Hoopla.
No.
No. Lammy.
There's a man who ain't got a clue. Talk hip hop. Ben goes quiet for a minute.
God, I'm really trying to think
Talk
of what
about indie.
happened at
Talk about indie.
Benicåssim.
Well, we don't have to talk about Benicåssim.
Well,
We
we
talk
did-
about what you want.
We did
that's been going on in
go-karting,
your life.
didn't we?
How bad Ben's car hat top is.
I think that's
You know, I was
alright,
looking
no?
at that a second ago. I didn't realise it was car.
Terrible
That's quite
shade of
cool.
purple.
isn't it?
Yeah, I like
It's
it.
just a
I
t-shirt.
like
What is it? What's the text on it?
It's a pack of
I
pills,
don't
isn't it?
know, man. It's just a pack of pills. I just wear clothes to
Ooh,
I
that's
think
cover
deep.
my...
it's nice.
When the pain has passed, one forgets the medicine. I like that,
deep.
Ben.
That's deep, Ben.
I like that.
With your lovely purple
I
shirt.
think it's nice.
And it's a
Thank
nice
you.
shade.
Have you seen the
Yeah,
free?
Dan.
Is it grey, blue, or
Have you
purple?
seen what the
tell
free
me.
gift is with the
It's shark blue.
Supreme Week 1 is this
Excuse
week?
me.
Have you seen what the free gift is?
No,
You're not going to believe it.
I'm not.
Cinnamon flavored Supreme.
Yeah, I
toothpicks.
saw them on.
Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if the actual sticks are branded as well.
No, they're
Oh.
not.
That
They've
is
released
sick.
them before.
Have they?
Yeah, like years ago. So I'm going to try and buy just the cheapest thing. There's some good stuff this
Is there?
season, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
going to
some
get one of
great
the white
looking stuff.
totes.
Oh, that'd be totes amazing.
Literally.
They've got really nice leather bags, but like I've got so many bags.
I
And
don't.
leather bags are very expensive.
Oh,
I've already got a leather
What
Supreme
style
bag.
of bag is it? Is it a
It's,
sack?
leather.
it's like
It's
a
a
rucksack,
rucksack,
but
yeah.
like a good one. Like not like a day, because you
Yeah,
get those
yeah.
ones where it's just zzz, and it's just
Yeah.
one
Is
compartment.
it a flappy? Or is it zip?
I don't know. I've just seen it. I don't know, but there's some good stuff, man. It looks nice.
Yeah.
I like mine on the strap. It's got a little zip there, so you can just like tuck a pen in or something like that.
Yeah, it's,
Brilliant.
it's
Utterly
nice.
pointless,
Just
it's never been
bit,
used, but-
bit of utility though, innit?
Yeah,
I do like that.
I like utility in a bag.
Same. I love technical ability, whether I use it or not.
Oh, I won't use it. Like I might use the pockets, but that's about it.
Put your hands in when it gets.
Has anyone
really
ever
cold.
used the pass-through for earphones in a backpack?
Who the hell is-
Who's
I
using
tried it once,
Did you?
and
How?
it was many years ago.
Imagine getting to your destination. Oh, right, I'm here.
Well, you
It's
know
gotta
how
be
they're
for-
usually at the top.
Yeah.
Like the one I had it down at the bottom.
It's got to be for like
Insane.
Discmans.
Yeah, it will be for something like
yeah,
that.
maybe.
It can't possibly be for an iPod or a phone.
Why have we had? Why does?
It might
it's
be
just a
massive.
legacy.
Discman
Massive.
exist and a Walkman exist? as
iPods
well?
have never been massive though.
Yeah.
iPods only ever been as big as
iPods
a
have
deck
been
of cards.
massive.
Oh, I think they have.
When they were HDD big boys.
No, they weren't that,
That
big.
one- they weren't
Not too
massive.
big to put in your pocket.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, but
I
still
thought you meant big as in height. Like people liked them.
No, I meant size.
You meant size.
The actual physical
yeah, physical
size.
size
Right.
where it would need to go in your bag.
Oh,
as opposed
yeah.
to-
No,
not
I
the,
get it.
iPods were massive.
the non-volatile storage within.
What?
iPods were massive.
No, they weren't.
Are we
They were
talking
only ever as
size?
big as like
Were
a deck
massive.
of cards.
Yeah, but I've seen an A4 pack of cards on Amazon. So there's your point shot
Maybe
now.
you should be looking at other things on
Oh,
the
maybe
internet
it's for an
instead of
iPad. Since you're
that. No one is. We'll get some fucking AirPods then. No one's walking around with
Can't get some AirPods. I've spent all my money on iPad.
listening to music on a fucking iPad.
Listen, if people take pictures of them with using them at festivals, they're definitely
Who-
using them to listen to music.
Do you reckon anyone uses wired earphones still?
Yeah.
I see a
obviously.
few, and I think it's quite
And
cool.
some right
I
here.
think they're kind of cool.
No, but they're different. They're
It's showing like I don't give a shit about you trying
about
to move society
convenience and
forward.
comfort. And
Bloody
I
hell.
like
Utility.
wired ones because it shows people I'm disengaged from listening to whatever's going on around me. So if someone says hello to you, or if
But wireless,
a homeless person doesn't think you're being rude to them,
Yeah,
I think it's good for showing like I'm engaged in
that's
something.
true.
Just get some on ears then.
But why can't wireless do that as well?
Because I've got hair like this, so it
Oh,
covers
yeah,
up the
good
AirPods.
point,
so
yeah,
as I walk
okay,
past a homeless
fair.
person, I don't know whether to say sorry, mate,
Yeah.
or
We have to shout.
but
'cause
then
of
I might
music,
say sorry,
wouldn't
mate, and he's like, I ain't fucking said up to you what
Yeah.
you're about. I'm like,
I
sorry, I
do.
got the
Don't
AirPods
assume.
Pro second gens in, mate, with an active noise
you?
cancellation.
The second gen.
I do a proper like over the top. Pardon?
Like it seemed real, like you're really annoyed. Oh, fucking, what? Sorry, what? I was just listening to Two Door Cinema Club.
Really?
I love Two Door Cinema Club, mate.
I love all cinema clubs.
Great band.
Speaking of music, we've got his record player back.
We do.
So Rob's been listening to records today. I don't know if you've been listening to rest
Just
of
the
week,
one.
but
I
what
listened
we
to
listen-
Celebration of Endings because it came out 3 years ago, and it was one of the first albums I listened to on those speakers. When you bought me it from HMV on the day it came out, actually. Fun fact.
How much was that?
The record player,
Yeah.
about 200 quid.
Ooh.
But that's like a, it's not a high end one, but it's like the highest end amateur one.
How much? All right. How much
The
could
one
I get
from
one
before
for if I don't care about
200 is
that?
the absolute
200.
cheap.
Really?
The cheapest you want to be spending is about 100 quid.
God,
Yeah, they're
Get,
not
it, get
fuck
one
that
of
then.
those Chitter Crosley things.
No, like you can get them for like 30 quid, but
Oh, well, I'll
they're
do
not. You don't want one of them.
that. I mean,
I'm not
why
they'll,
though?
they'll
will
ruin your vinyls.
Will
What
I
do you want to
hear a
get out?
difference?
What do you want to get out of
Just
a record
vibes.
player? If you just want the vibes after you've popped a couple mushies, then get yourself a Crossley, or just put lo-fi beats to study and relax on.
In it.
Yeah.
That's all you need, man.
Yeah.
Just change your Spotify settings to high quality and be done with it.
HomePod. That's all you ever need.
Yeah.
And then you can tell it to do stuff as well. Like you can tell it to stop, pause, start, whatever you want. All
How
the
much is a
options.
HomePod? Is that an Apple one? Google.
Yeah, 279.
Oh my god.
But that's the big boy,
But
innit?
it's
Which they don't do
absolutely
anymore. do they?
brilliant.
And I
there's
can
a new
control my
one,
lights. How much? Are,
299 for the HomePod.
how much are the
Ooh,
light
la, la.
bulbs?
You can get a Philips
We're
Hue,
really getting
You can
into
get
Oh,
them
they're
from Ikea,
quite
can't you?
spenny, aren't they?
Yeah,
My
you get
ex-
the,
get
get
from
the
Ikea.
IKEA
Yeah,
ones.
the IKEA ones.
the
are much
trad-free
cheaper.
ones.
He got them in the breakup.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just buy some
Did
more.
it? Get some more.
they're
yeah.
great, man.
IKEA's really good for
They're
them.
great. They're
That's
not,
what we got, yeah.
Oh, and they'd work with an AirPod.
Yeah,
HomePod.
that's what we
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
Oh, and how much would they be?
but you can get a HomePod
How
Mini
much? Can't remember.
for 99
Yeah.
quid.
Oh.
So if you spent 250 quid, you could probably get every bulb in your house, the bridge, and the HomePod Mini.
Well, she lives in a flat.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I only have 3
I mean,
light
you could-
bulbs.
you
So
could-
that's pretty.
Or you could do it for much less.
You
then.
could
probably
also
do it for
you
150.
can also
then.
just use your phone if you like, because you still have to.
Yeah, but then you walk around with a flashlight on and it's well annoying.
Oh no, that's a fair point actually.
Well, I have, the thing you can do is listeners are loving this. You set the automation, so the HomePod's good for like immediate changing it with your voice.
Yeah.
But if you just buy the bulbs and the hub for the bulbs, which you get from IKEA, very cheap, part of their trad-free smart home range, you then set your automations on the home app, and you just set. So mine, when it gets to 10, my lights in my room go to a certain mood, and then when it gets to midnight, they go to a different mood, and just
Oh, I
every
love
day it
that.
just does it on its
Razzie
own.
has it so when he comes home, his lights turn on. So when he enters the house, they'll turn on, and
That's
then when he
nice.
leaves, they'll turn off behind him. Like,
That
he doesn't
is
have to do
nice.
anything. It's very
I
cool.
have that for
And
my
then he gets
central
dead annoyed
heating.
every time I come round and start
good
flicking lights
idea.
off because I want to turn light off because it's left on in the middle of the day for no reason.
Yeah, Razzie's setup's quite bad, I think.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Why?
because it's just too like everything on when I'm at home.
Yeah, it is.
Like even the music, like you walk in, the music will automatically start playing in the living room.
God,
So like we're trying to record something in his
I think that's
in
good
his
for
like
lonely
studio
people.
room. For what?
Lonely people.
He's got
'cause it
rage
makes you
with
feel. No, I'm not saying Raz
He
is
must be
lonely.
really fucking lonely.
I'm just
then.
saying, like, you come home, empty, dark house, but it's like someone's there to greet you, with music and
Yeah,
all
look.
lights
Really
on.
selling the
Heating
single
on.
lifestyle.
I could see that. That's
It's
actually,
raining.
you should put that to Apple and make it an advert.
Raz would never
Yeah.
be lonely with all those big
I'll be in the
spiders
next
in his
keynote.
garage.
But his garage isn't attached to the house, so he's got
That's
to
true.
leave. to
It's
his
not
gym.
houses.
Garage has a different fucking postcode to his house.
I don't
Oh,
even
he
have a
does have a nice
garage.
flat, though. I like his flat.
He does have
apart
a nice
from
flat.
The bedroom, which used to look like it was a hotel room, had a shelf on wall, like low down. I know that's
It's
where you
close
put
to
shelves.
All right, I was
Shelf
going to
on
say.
wall,
It was
yeah.
like low down
With
off
a
the
shelf
bed,
for the wall,
and it
you
was
kidding?
like it was put for putting stuff on. Obviously, it's a shelf.
What the fuck are you on about?
He knows what I'm on about.
Right.
Yeah, it just looked like a travel lodge.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to go with that.
It looked like a hotel room that you'd pay 60 quid for and still be a little bit like, oh shit. When you walked in, you wouldn't be like, oh, not bad for 60 quid.
Proper Holiday Inn special.
Yeah, no wrong with that, mate.
The hotel motel.
I came back from Boomtown to a fruit fly infestation.
Oh, man.
And literally,
we've had many of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what do you do? Because they're just all like congregate on something, and then I'm going near it and it's like fucking
What you
hell.
need to do, step one, is remove the thing that they're after like food and stuff, aren't
Yeah,
they?
I cleaned all the food
get
and
rid
just
of that.
find some else.
Well, they're kind of showing you what to clean up. You can use them like a. You ever play Spyro?
Like in
you
a
ever play
racing
Spyro?
game.
You ever play
A waypoint.
Spyro?
Yeah, the little dragonfly.
The dragonfly who's pointing towards where your next gem is. So you can use them for
God.
that. I've got some
This podcast really changed.
like stuff for it.
time I was on.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Because I hate them. Like
just don't be dirty.
You know, I shouldn't be, but I'll keep leaving Mackie's out and
It's
then
all
going
those
away for
mushies,
5
mate.
days. But
I went away for 5 days with toilet flushing.
What?
Yeah.
What the
So
fuck?
I thought
Sorry,
this
what?
wonderful feature where if they're a little bit broken, like on the presser, it just allows water to flow through down the back constantly.
Oh, that's annoying.
And it's like if it flows enough, it'll shut the water off to the flat because it's got like a system that
That's a
thinks
good
it's leaking.
system.
It's for leaks and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
clever.
if a pipe bursts, it can just shut it
yeah,
off.
yeah.
But it's dead annoying when
Now
you don't
that's
realise
some
it's doing
good
it.
automation.
Well, it can be if it
I
works
bet
properly.
IKEA can't do that.
Sometimes it don't. Sometimes you have to go and ask them to unlock the cupboard and then.
So my
redo.
toilet's out of order until tomorrow, which
Oh,
is fine.
that's shit.
So
Why?
it's
What?
only
Someone's
been
coming to
today.
fix it.
Yeah, there's a guy who does this building. He's brilliant. It's called Ali.
So when's that guest toilet beans?
That's beyond repair.
That is
Yeah,
just.
The thing is, I don't have a stake in that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
You not used it, no? Well, you got your own.
Until
I
we
use it
come-
sometimes
Until we
just
come
for
to
fun.
leave and the deposit gets.
I don't even
Yeah.
care about that. Like, we're gonna lose the deposit anyway because
It's like free money when you get your deposit back anyway.
Like-
I don't see. This is my point. I don't think we should lose that deposit. Like, just because you've been in a flat for so long and used it, that's literally the
No,
point.
but like,
they'd have to
yeah,
replace
I
it all
know,
in
but
a few
it's
years'
just
time anyway.
it's just the system in it, and you've just got to smile and.
Fucking
nod.
hell.
Depends what they find, because I mean,
Well, just live
looks
here.
all right,
Just
doesn't
live
it?
here as long as we possibly can, and then per year it feels like less deposit that we're
Yeah,
losing.
there you go. It's part of the rent, innit?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we've got at least another year after our current tenancy because all scaffolding installed.
Yeah,
stuff
I
will
hope
still
so.
be up.
I don't like. I obviously there will come a time where we want to move, but like I can't imagine ever wanting to live anywhere other than in this building.
It's really nice.
The only thing
it was a
want
good find.
is like a garage. I want a space that I can get like just covered in shit. So if I want to start like drilling or
What are you in?
if I want to do a bit of engineering, like it's
you wouldn't
very.
do it though.
But
I know
no,
it's a
but
nice idea, but it
it's-
wouldn't.
No, but
get
you
done.
say I wouldn't do it. The reason I haven't done it is because I got nowhere to fucking do it.
What?
But
What do you mean
imagine
not doing it in
engineering?
here.
Imagine,
Fucking angle
imagine
grinding.
though, imagine you get somewhere with a garage, right? And you lose your concierge, and you lose
But if
your
you got a garage, it's probably because you got a
mail
house, so
room.
you don't need one.
Why didn't
Yeah,
you
but
drill
then
in
what
Raz's
about you
garage?
not in?
and your mail goes to the thing, and your water pressure might be shit, and you've got a garage, and then you end up not using it after 2 months. You'd be like, shit.
You loaded a lot onto not having a garage. Like
I think a
your
spare
water
room.
pressure
Well,
might be
I was,
shit.
no, I was talking to mum about it today. I saw mum this morning.
Yeah, she said.
And I was just saying, like, there's so much that's good about this place. Like, well, I think we're really lucky with it. It's not expensive for what it is. The water pressure's brilliant. Because it's that thing of, like, if you went and viewed a flat, you'd be like, I'll take it. But then, like, a month down
Yeah,
the
you
line,
won't
you
know.
might
You
realise,
won't know.
oh, there's no bath. Oh, the water. No, I won't take your mum. No, but, like, it's all those little things. Like,
Yeah.
remember living at East Point, Dan. And if you got a parcel, I know this is how most people live, but if you got a parcel delivered and you weren't in, it went to the post office sorting office, and then you've
Well,
got
mine
to
goes
go
in my
there.
garden, to be fair.
Absolutely.
just
Mine
send
goes
it
in my
to
so
neighbour.
it's
shed.
in your garden.
It's in my shed.
Send it to neighbour.
My
Terrible.
shed, my
No,
shed is my
I
own.
agree.
Terrible.
No, that,
There is nothing that will compare to having a concierge, a 24-hour concierge there,
Yeah, I
and he'll
agree.
text you and he'll
suppose I'm
say,
at
"Guess what, Rob? You've got 50 parcels. They're all too big.
You've
Why are you
changed-
ordering a
you've changed,
whiteboard when
man.
you're only writing 2 things?"
The thing
on
is,
it?
I don't order that much stuff. I'm a believer of shopping in the high street because we're losing the shops on the high street.
We are.
Wilco's vanishing
I
now.
know. I went to get
Oh.
some mouthwash and there was none in there.
Horrendous, innit?
Wilco?
Like,
Yeah.
I love Wilco.
Me too.
Did you go today?
No,
Oh,
yesterday.
I were in Wilco today and it was fucking bussing in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bussing.
Like,
That shit bussing.
I can't believe it's shutting down. It's such a brilliant
Do you know
shop.
what? The problem with Wilco is they're doing like a B&M, but they're doing it on the high street. It's never going to work because they're low margins, low profit. but they're on the high street with the highest rents.
Is B&M the nearest competitor to them?
Own
I'd
bargains
say
and
so.
B&M.
I'd
And
say
the
it's-
range,
it's
like the
what
range and
Woolworth
B&M, in that they're all in the retail parks where rent's a lot cheaper. But Wilko is like, I mean, I
a
could
good
be,
point.
Yeah.
I could
Good
be wrong,
point.
but they're mainly on the high street. And you look at it, and you look at the DIY stuff, and you're thinking,
There's
You're
two
not
in
gonna-
relative proximity to each other in town. To
Yeah,
be fair.
no,
Yeah,
I was
and the
gonna say
rent
that,
in them
like,
areas.
two
like
here is
their
pointless.
busiest point of the year is probably students moving in, and I
Absolutely.
think they're just dire death because you go into B&Q, you go into
But
Wickes.
it's just so hard to believe because like
It's good
I'm
for
in
buying
there.
plants.
I'm in there every day spending 12 quid.
Why? You've got a concierge, mate. Your
Yeah.
water pressure's great. What are you getting?
Okay, what am I getting? What did I get yesterday?
Mouthwash.
Lemon bleach, family size.
Yeah, family size.
Uh-huh.
How big's that?
You got a family.
Lavender. I don't know if you need.
That's not
some.
for
We're
you.
all friends. We're all family. What else did I get?
Is that
in
a fruit
Wilko's?
fly there?
What else did I get? Let me tell you what I got. What did I
Bring them with
get?
you.
Maybe I am.
Can't remember. I bought coatings in
Great.
out of the day.
Can't be that good if you can't remember.
I bought some lavender bubble bath for my
Ooh.
aching legs
Do you
because
want some lavender incense sticks to go with it?
I won't
I
like
love a
them.
bit of
I do
lavender.
love lavender, but I won't like them. I need to buy that spray. You know that
Mm,
lavender
pillow
spray.
spray.
Is that your favourite
Yeah.
scent, lavender?
Yeah.
What's your favourite
I mean,
scent?
aside from a doner kebab.
I like citrusy stuff, so stuff like lemon and lime.
I respect that.
I like
yeah.
that.
What about you,
Nice
Mary?
and fresh.
You know what? I would say lavender. It's my shower gel I use for night times. I have nighttime showers.
Yeah, I've got the nighttime.
It gets you into bed. It gets you into
That's it,
a
foamy
calm
one.
mood.
No, it's not special. It's original
Coconut.
sauce.
I like my
Ooh.
coconut.
Jake, right? Jake's an idiot, man.
Yep.
So
Here we go.
you know original sauce,
Yeah.
the shower gel.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna buy?
I buy mango.
Mint.
Which one are you gonna get? Which one are you
Or
gonna
the
get?
lemon or the lime.
Yeah, lemon
And if
mango
they have
for
neither
me.
of those, the mint.
All of them, great choices. I've got a lavender one.
They're not a bad
Of course
choice.
you have. Of
Respect
I
it.
didn't
course
even
you
know
have.
it did
Yeah,
one.
of course. You're
I
so
bet it's a lovely
boring.
purple colour.
It is, mate. I accidentally yesterday, no, the day before, poured it all into a bath, thinking it was bubble bath. So that's why I had to go Wilko's.
It's annoying.
I mean,
Jake has one.
How is it different to bubble bath?
It would
It
work.
don't bubble.
Oh, it would.
No, it doesn't.
How does it
Trust
bubble?
me, I tried.
Yeah,
that.
it
I
don't.
tried my
Do
best.
what?
Like do that with your hand in
Alright.
water.
I saw you out of corner of my eye. I thought you were doing something else.
Excuse me.
Disgusting.
Right.
Yep.
Jake's bought one,
Here we go.
and it's creamy vanilla and raspberry.
Oh,
What?
that's such a fucking
Oh.
Jake
It
out.
smells
Boring.
like a scented condom.
I
Excellent.
once had a, I think it was Imperial Leather. I don't think it was this one, but it was Cherry Bakewell. And you
Yeah,
know
that
what?
was brilliant.
smelled
Was it any
spot
good?
on,
Yeah,
didn't
was it?
That was Imperial Lather.
gorgeous.
That was awesome. That one.
Was it lava?
Imperial leather.
No, it's leather.
I thought it was
Sorry,
leather.
He's
I'm
been-
thinking of lathering it up.
Thick as thieves.
You're thinking of the advert where the E comes away
Yeah.
and it says lather and then goes back in.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
It is
Well, you win some and you lose some, don't you?
But just for balance, Jake does have the best smelling shampoo I've ever smelled in my life.
He's got some great products.
He's got some great.
If you want to
products.
look at them
You
or
said-
smell them, they are cluttering up my bathroom as we speak.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
So they can stay, but the neck oils. All right. I just
Well,
wanna-
there's a
You can
difference.
actively use that.
There's a difference.
I remember that.
There's
mate.
a big difference.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
They're both liquids.
I use Jake's stuff
Yeah.
because that's the only way you'll learn.
Also, you say he's got lovely smelling hair stuff.
Touchy.
I was the one who told him which ones to get.
Did you?
Yeah. So
Phenomenal.
it's,
You
it's
got
on,
ph-
it's on
you've
me,
got
mate.
phenomenal
Not him.
taste.
It's not him.
Phenomenal.
I taught him everything he
I can't
knows.
say it anymore.
And now I've run out of curl.
He
free.
is a gimp, that lad. Jake Valley, not you.
Thank you.
Do you know what? Not my favourite photo editing tool. It's actually quite hard to use.
Gimp.
Yeah.
Free though, isn't it?
It is,
Oh.
but it's annoying.
I thought you were calling Jake a photo editing tool.
Is a graphic NU whatever I don't know what they stand for.
I can't remember.
Nonce upper.
I need to stop touching this table, man. I
You
can't.
do.
It's
You-
like
your
it's like
camera
a
wobbler.
need to. Oh, give me some wood.
You just love fondling wood.
I just love fondling wood.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
We all do. So I guess we got not a lot more to say about Benicåssim anymore.
I think. Do you know what?
The organic conversation
You know what?
is infinitely better.
Correct.
And
I'm
I
dreading
can't
going
wait.
back to Benny.
And let's Anna, we don't have to.
Good.
I mean, how long have we been chatting for here?
we
Over
are
an hour.
Yeah, an hour and 8.
That's. Do
I
you
think
know
that's
what's
a good
nice?
place
I've had a good,
to-
yeah, I've
yeah.
had a
Having a
good
little
chat.
chin wag
Yeah.
with
Been
people.
organic.
We've come to a natural conclusion instead of going, and then we saw Franz Ferdinand, but just the one song, and it sounded okay, but not really for
just
me.
just the one song actually.
Just the one song.
Did you only
Get
watch
it.
one song?
Of course we did.
One
Franz
song
Ferdinand.
is all it takes.
Was it the first song or the last song?
The last one.
Yeah, that's the one.
We watched the one that they've got.
Take me out.
Yeah.
Do you know what's annoying? Do you know what's annoying about
Your moustache.
some? What do you mean? What do you mean? Watching The Offspring and just like how rehearsed it all was.
Well, yeah, they have to rehearse it.
No, I know, I get that, but do you know when you just look when
literally a
when a
performance.
band looks like they're just sort of going through the motions and they're doing like the banter, and it's like you've said this band like 50 times.
You know what I hate?
I don't like that.
When actors come on stage and read the script.
See, you know what I mean, but you're being silly.
But like
You're being
like you said about us seeing like Sam Fender 5 times
Yeah.
or whatever, most people will only get opportunity to see that.
But I've only
once.
seen The Offspring once, and I
So
still
you
was
don't
like,
know
"Oh,
that
you've
that
done."
wasn't
Yeah,
organic.
it was.
I tell you
But are
what
you a
wasn't
big Offspring
organic
fan?
about it though. So what they did, they had this like interlude of maybe 5-10 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Oh,
the
yeah.
intermission playing that is 40 seconds long.
No.
No. Oh.
And they were doing like covers of songs, and I like that, it's fun, but they only played enough. Name a song they did, I can't remember.
Yeah, they played Offspring songs.
They did a Guns N' Roses
Sweet
one.
Child of Mine.
Oh, they did Sweet Child of Mine, right.
It's not an Offspring song. He's lying.
Yeah, I did lie. Sorry.
Right, so but right as the vocals are about to kick in and you're ready to like sing along, because man's got the worst vocal range ever and every song sounds the same, it just stops and then goes on to the next one. It was like blue balling, just really good songs.
But they are known to be like a bit of like take the piss and like fuck about with the fans.
It was just them playing some quick cover bits of songs. It wasn't
but
to like.
do the good bits. Start the song, let me sing along with it.
You
I'm
could
excited
argue the
to sing
opening
now.
riff to Sweet Child of Mine is the bit.
But sing a line at least.
So
But
one line.
It highlighted his inability to do anything else other than songs that sound identical to each other.
Man, you're a hater. I thought they were great.
I'm in a hating mood today.
I'd love to see them. Like, I think I'd quite.
They're
enjoy
awesome. I've seen them twice now. Could have seen them 5 times this year alone.
Yeah, I have avoided them like twice as well.
Just seen them
we
twice.
have avoided them.
And,
I got excited over the intermission bit, and I think you probably know this.
I don't know what you mean by that.
But so the intermission was a song they put out, and it was like the intermission between songs,
It's like
and stuff
lift
like that.
music.
You know, like
Oh,
you used to
okay.
have in cinemas where you'd like have first half of the movie, go for an intermission, get a drink, go back for the rest
God,
of the
couldn't
movie.
even make it through a movie back then, could they?
Mad, innit? But so they did
Emmy.
intermission, which was basically them doing like
Right.
but at the end of each like couple of bars, it'd go like the relaxing, and it'd be like, yeah, intermission. It's 42 seconds long or something like that. And back in 2010, I think it was, I went to Bike Radar Festival, which is no longer a thing for biking, funnily enough. And I was with some of my mates, and we had a little speaker, and we found this intermission song. I was showing it, and I thought, that's so fucking funny. My dumb brain loves stupid like that. So
And Umbre loves to be like
thank you. I realised what I said afterwards. So my dumb brain loves shit like that, and I just decided, right, that's getting put on repeat, and we were all wetting ourselves, and we found it so funny. And we played it for about 2 hours straight on repeat, this 40-second song, and it was so bad someone picked up and moved the tent to another part of the field.
Oh God, I can only
Imagine.
imagine how annoying that must have been.
But we weren't drinking.
moving
We
your
were
tent.
high on
Oh, really?
life. Like none of us drank back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but not
Yeah.
like at that festival because no one else was.
God, that sounds boring.
That sounds so
That
dead,
sounds
man.
So
No,
shit.
it's nice if you enjoy bikes and each other's company.
Ugh.
You know what? We've all different strokes.
I might
and
get a
all that.
doner kebab tonight. You know, I've been craving
from?
one since
Millie.
Boomtown. I don't know. It's
Doner Summer?
always a no, not a premium doner kebab. I want like a dirty.
Mill Hill, I've been
But
ordering from there
I
recently.
can't
It's
be.
all
They
right.
take too long, man.
There's
You're over
there's
there.
an Indian that's just
I
before
don't want to
the,
go in. Sorry, man.
There's an Indian that's just before the bridge up for trains, and it looks really nice. It's
What's it
opened
called?
up. I don't know. It's next door to little off
Ooh La La.
license. I have no idea. It's literally on the. So
It's
as
right on
as-
the last one on the corner.
yeah, as you're walking round to the right.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it, and it makes me sad because when I walk past, it's like Friday, and there's like no one in. They've got the door open, and it's like, oh,
See, but I've gone
Do you
in
wanna
there
go?
and like on an evening. It
I've had a
looks.
Subway.
It's busy.
Go
and
on.
It looks banging and it smells gorgeous.
Indian is fucking brilliant. Indians know what they're doing. They could teach. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Great.
I'm gonna stop that.
I don't want to know where that we're going.
Excellent.
Right, I think that is as good a place as any
Yeah.
to end it.
Good chat.
Cool.
No, yeah, well,
Sound.
Less than 30% of this podcast was about Benicåssim.
Yeah,
though.
well, you know
Good.
what?
Don't want to
I
talk
don't
about
care.
some
Absolutely.
random ass festival out of the 20 I've been to that was 3 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for joining me. I've had a lovely
Thank you.
evening as
Thank
always.
you for having
Very
us.
nice.
Love all three of you. Love you to
Have
pieces.
a lovely rest of your evening, everyone.
Yeah,
You
I
too,
love all of
you
you at
too.
home. I love everyone, me. I'm a big lover.
Big something.
Thank you.
Hello.
Anyway, shut
My
up.
brain
Nice to
loves
see you all,
stupid.
and we'll see you for next one. Which
Bye.
what's that gonna be?
Bye. Boomtown,
Is it
innit?
gonna be Boom or tomorrow?
You've done tomorrow.
It is
I've
tomorrow,
no
yeah.
idea.
Has it gone out?
You tell me.
Tomorrowland's out.
knows.
You tell me,
Boomtown will
you've
be
got
the
the
next
schedule.
one.
All right, fair enough. What Mary said.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, love you all. Leave you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I think I pressed that too soon.